Just want to make the final build video of my cooler here. It's my cooler stereo. This one is a Coleman 50 quart, almost kind of like a cube cell, I guess, and it is wheeled. It's got a cool telescoping handle, however you say that, I don't know. So it goes down. What I like about this one, I built this one the way I wanted it to, the way I wanted it. I didn't care to actually use the cooler. We never use a cooler anywhere we go, so I wasn't worried about that. But I decided to sell this one. I want to build just more and keep selling them. I like building them. But this one, with this handle like this, and all this area up here, you can either sit on this, which this is a heavy-duty lid rated for like 300 pounds or something like that, or you can get another cooler, throw it right on top, and bungee cord it right down. So you get the best of both worlds. But these are the remotes. This one's for the radio. This one's for the LEDs. I'll show you those in a minute. Now when I sell them, I do not include a charger, but this is a very basic one I got for, I think, like maybe 20-25 bucks. It is a 6 amp, so it'll take approximately, I don't know, I'd say about 5 to 6 hours to fully charge the battery, give or take, depending on how much you use it. And I've got charging posts. There's one on either side. It's just a little bolt connected to a wire which goes to the battery, so you can charge it out here. Or, of course, you can pop the lid and connect it right to the battery. You can see the wires go through right to those bolts. Back here I have a fan. It's clear, but when you turn it on, it lights up blue. You don't really need that. It's just more eye candy. I mean, most people build these coolers and they're sitting out in 100-something degree heat for 5 hours playing, and they're perfectly fine. Especially this one, being that it doesn't actually have an amp in it. A lot of people build them with no head unit, but they use an amp and just plug it right to their phone. I wanted the options to be able to, use the FM radio or CD. This one's got USB and all that stuff too. This one actually has Bluetooth also, but it's like 3 years old. And the Bluetooth just kind of sounds funky. It's got like a weird tone to it. But these are 6.5-inch Pioneer speakers. I believe they're 250 watts a piece. Right here you got a voltmeter. Tells you how much battery, or I should say it helps you monitor your battery. When it starts dropping, that's when it's about dead. Got a cigarette lighter right here, and it's also 12-volt socket. You can plug in phone chargers, whatever you got. It's also the old school cigarette lighter. Push it in and go like that, and it actually does work. I will demonstrate. This is a USB right here. 2 ports. You'll plug your phones in and charge them. iPads, iPods, whatever. Another 12-volt socket, lighter socket or whatever. That would be the second switch. And that turns this on, as you can see. It's a head unit, your volume, got your presets, audio, all that. Not that you really need all that, but it's the side of the cooler. There's nothing on the sides. On the top, you got your you got 3 drink holders. Oh, here's this. I'll show you that does work. This is the radio antenna. This is removable. Just screw it off, and then you can throw it right in the lid, right under, right inside. So it's really easy to transport. This little white thing is your sensor for the LEDs. This switch is for your LEDs and fan. So LEDs come on, fan comes on. Red, green, blue, and then they all come on as white. And it actually does kind of reflect white, if you can see it on the wall back there. Then you got different shades of each color, all these buttons. Then you got a flash setting, a strobe type deal, a fade which goes through all the colors. You got smooth, which is just kind of looks like it's spinning, which is pretty cool. And then these two buttons are speed. You can slow it down, speed it up. Like the strobe will speed it way up. That'll be pretty cool at a party too. I like flash the best, but slowed down quite a bit like that. The remotes, I'm gonna get some Velcro and put them like that. And when this one's up here, you can control the lights right there. That is that switch, and these switches light up also. So this switch is the fan and the LEDs. This switch is all your power outlets right here. And then this switch is your radio and your voltmeter.
7 of 10 presents The Power of 10. If you can pack this much foot into one mouth.
Oh, so working from home today, honey?
No, I'm dressed for work.
Well, I mean, you look amazing.
I'm not gonna do a audio demo because it's gonna sound terrible through the camera. But you get the idea. It's really, really loud. I can't stress that enough. I haven't been fortunate enough to be able to take it down to the beach yet because the weather's just been like 60 degrees and cloudy most of the time since I've had it built. And today I'm off, and it was sunny. Now it's about downpouring outside, so another day I can't try it. But I was gonna build this one to keep, but I love building it, so I want to build them and sell them. So I'm located in Monroe, Michigan. If you're interested, I've got a Facebook page you can also follow too. It's called Brian's Cooler Radios. I'll just post pictures as I build them. Pictures and specs and all that stuff. Here's the inside. You got a 35 amp hour battery. Take that stuff off. You got a 35 amp hour battery, which should get you roughly 12 hours at high volume. So if you can actually go through this battery, I'll be amazed. That little box right there is the LED controller. A couple fuses. The back side of all the charging ports. And of course you got your radio. And I also should mention, just like a car, this radio is removable. You can upgrade or get a better one. I mean, you could even get one with a flip out screen. I can add speakers, I can make them bigger, make them smaller. I could add a subwoofer up here even, I've seen. I don't personally think that's worth it because all the airspace you're sharing with these speakers, they're just going to be fighting against each other. So you would have to basically separate the speakers, like build a box behind these speakers so it was all separate. So that's not really worth it to me. But that's what some people want, so that's definitely doable. I can also build them too where all the electronics will be basically stuffed to one side. And actually when I do that though, I would use a wider cooler. So all your electronics would be pretty much, there'd be a divider wall right here, and all the electronics would be over here. So everything would be separated, and then the other side you could use with all your ice, water, pop, beer, whatever you got. I can add power inverters, so you can have like a home plug, for that stupid coolest cooler thing. You can bring your own damn blender and all that. The cooler's a joke, by the way. But yeah, I just want to show my final product. And this weighs roughly 40 pounds, I would say. I haven't actually got to weigh it. I don't know where our scale's at, but yep, there's the Thunder out there right now.
Samsung Galaxy S4 with a 2-year TELUS Share Plus plan. But what about pairing a TELUS employee with his charming handsome friend? I think our customers might prefer a cool phone with an amazing plan. Just testing your feelings. Get the Samsung Galaxy S4 for $0 Share Plus plan. Conditions apply.
The only new rock alternative 89X.